City boy, city boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Nate the Great, back with another video, and you know we gotta go ahead and do a Friday night Smackdown review. Alright, now this video is coming straight from the hospital bed. Yes, sir. Alright, I've been having some very big medical issues this week, so there's a lot of things that I wanted to talk about that I haven't been able to talk about, but you'll get those videos this weekend. But for now, I gotta stay consistent, baby. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do a quick review of this Smackdown. There's not much to talk about anyways. We're gonna get through why that is, all right? So we start off with some superstar arrivals, all right? The little recap of the WrestleMania weekend, you feel me? And then John Cena opens up the show. Now, Mark Chinook, all right, I'm not going to call him Mark Hart or whatever they're trying to call him now. His Chinook, Mr. Vegas, he gets a redo of Cena's intro because I guess Cena said that his intro on Monday was disrespectful. Before Cena could even get a word in for his promo, Randy Orton comes out and he interrupts. Randy Orton basically says that the reason why he's acting like this and the reason why he's, still acting like a child and why he's not being like a good person now anyways, whatever, is because he doesn't have children of his own. He said, become a father and you'll become a better person. John Cena's like, look, I don't need to become a father because for 25 years I've been raising everybody else's kids and I've done a damn good job of it. And, and basically what this boiled down to was your standard babyface and heel you people promo, right? John Cena's talking about, all you people suck, all you people don't matter. And then Randy Orton's like, well, all you people are the reason why we're here, right? That's basically what happens here. John Cena ends up hitting Randy Orton with a cheap shot and then stomping a mud hole in his ass, just stomping a straight mud hole in his ass. And then because Triple H has no idea how to keep heat on a heel to save his life, he just has to snatch any heat that a heel picks up at all. All right, John Cena did a good job of picking up heat in this brawl and in this promo segment, and then Randy Orton comes out on top by hitting him with an RKO just like he did on Monday. It's just retarded. This is just retarded, man. There's not much to say about this because John Cena, he could have come out looking like a good heel, right? Somebody who's dangerous, somebody who will cheap shot you and stomp you out. But no, of course, Randy has to get his get back before even the match. Because Randy can stand tall next week, right? That's something that can't happen, right? He can stand tall next week or the week after that, since Backlash is only 15 days away at this point, which is crazy to me. I was wondering why they were rushing tonight, but that's why. So we move on. Los Garza versus Fraxium. Okay, Fraxium makes their WWE debut on the main roster. All right, fucking Nathan Frazier, who had a match with what's his face, not Penta, Ray Phoenix, right? So Nathan Frazier, who had his first match on WWE television with Ray Phoenix, is now debuting with his partner Axiom on SmackDown, okay? Now, this match was way too long, all right? This match was just too fucking long. This is like, I've said it many times before, and I have to say it again. If you're debuting somebody, it's good that you want to get all their moves out there. You want to show everything that they have, but you don't want to have to show their resilience and all this extra stuff in the first match that they're in. All right, you want to show why they're a threat, why they got brought up from NXT, not so they can just be like everybody else, because they're facing Los Garza. You know what I mean? They're facing Humberto and fucking what's his face, Angel. These are jobbers. These are career jobbers, right? They have never won anything in life, let alone a match. So the fact that they went 15 minutes in this match, 50-50 booked, right down the middle, these motherfuckers won by the skin of their teeth. That is a problem. That is an issue, okay? But that's what it was. Fraxium ends up picking up the dub, and they are now just like everybody else. So good job, Triple H. And we move on. Tiffany Stratton comes out. She cuts a promo, very boring, non-storytelling promo. I went in on Saturday and I am still your women's WWE championship. I beat one of the greatest of all time in Charlotte Flair. I doubted myself, but I am still the number one, the WWE Women's Championship. Like that's Tiffany's whole thing. Like while I'm sitting here watching this promo, I'm sitting here thinking about like, it's crazy how much Triple H has destroyed her character. Like, she was actually entertaining back when she was in NXT. She actually had some kind of characteristics, some kind of, you know what I mean? She was daddy's girl. She had daddy's money and all this stuff, right? She was the basically one of the popular girls at school, quote unquote, right? Like, that's who she was. And now she's just, I'm the new WWE champion. I beat Charlotte Flair. It's Tiffy time. Like, it's literally for the lowest common denominator of brains, okay? But anyways, Jade Cargill comes out, she interrupts. Jade Cargill, not very good on the mic, but hey, she needs to get her shit together. She needs to get out there and get her reps in. She needs to do that, right? So she interrupts, she comes on, and she basically says now that her business with Naomi is over, she wants to show the people why she came back to why she came to WWE, and that she wants to become champion. So they go ahead and they set up a match for right now. Now, my lady was sitting over here in the chair, right? And I looked over at her and I said, look, this match is going to end in a DQ. Somebody's going to come out and break this match up. I'm not bullshitting you. This is exactly what I told her. And watching this match, first of all, the ring psychology sucks. All right. There used to be some kind of in-ring psychology to most of these matches. It's just not that anymore. Now it's just all 50-50 booked. It doesn't matter who's bigger, who's stronger. It just is what it is. You are two wrestlers in the ring. All right, cool. Your punches hurt just as much as her punches, and her punches hurt just as much as your punches. Your moves, they both hurt exactly the same, right? And now you gotta have fucking 6'3" Jade Cargill going up against a 5'7" Tiffany Stratton and trying to sell at the same rate as Tiffany Stratton and doing all this extra. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. But whatever, that was this match. So in some parts it got kind of choppy, kind of slow, because you have Jade Cargill, who should be going out there putting a boot to Tiffany Stratton's face, and then that should be the match. She's doing this whole 10-15 minute bullshit, right? This match did last like 15 minutes, and then it gets interrupted by Naomi, who comes out and attacks Jade Cargill. So that's the first one. I'm like, okay, so we're getting that rematch at Backlash, obviously, right? And then guess who else comes out? Nia Jax makes her return to beat down Tiffany Stratton. All right, now it's cool to see Nia Jax back. I know a lot of people in my comment section, they don't like Nia Jax, but I enjoy Nia Jax. I think she's not, especially in this last run, I think she's done the best that she could with the shit that she's been given, and that goes for a lot of different people, but Nia Jax especially. All right, she's gotten over, or she's gotten the right amount of heat. It's not go away heat, it's legit heel heat, and I like that. But the problem is, here's another rematch. We're getting another rematch, all right? So this is going to be the match for Tiffany Stratton, apparently, right? At Backlash, and that's not fun at all. I don't want to see that at all. Now, this next segment is where things fall off the rail for me completely. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, all right? I'm not going to sit here and act like this next segment didn't completely piss me off, because it did. All right, so we got Jacob Fatu and Solo out there. All right, now Solo, he's out there. He's like, look, man, everybody, was too afraid to take a chance on Jacob. You know what I mean? Jacob was out there in the streets, and then I brought him in, and I took the chance on him. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be champion right now. That's what happens when you care about your family, this, that, and the other, right? Solo just going in, just trying to bury fucking Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu then, takes the microphone from him, says a bunch of nigga shit, You gotta get in where you fit in. I told you I was gonna do this. Alright? Yarramin. Alright, and all this shit, right? Here comes LA Knight. Here comes LA Knight, bro. Yeah. No. Here comes LA Knight. And LA Knight, man, he says that, he's talking to Jacob. He's just like, hey, I told you were going to eat a BFT. And you absolutely did. You ate a BFT right to your dome piece. And you kicked out. You took advantage. And you won the match. You pinned me in the middle of the ring, fair and square. But one thing I will say is that I want to get that championship back. And I'm like, why? Why is LA Knight back? Why is LA Knight trying to go for the U.S. title again? It's about that time that LA Knight goes for the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Championship. One of them. He has to go for one of them. Just get one reign. I don't care if it lasts 30 seconds like Drew McIntyre's. Just get one reign. You know what I mean? But who cares, right? Because Drew McIntyre comes out next and he basically buries John Cena. He buries fucking Jey Uso because he says that he doesn't want to face John Cena because John Cena, this new version of him, is basically just a big ass bitch. He wants to face the top dog in the WWE, and the top dog right now is Jacob Fatu for the U.S. Championship. Now, I got a couple of problems with him. So not only does he bury John Cena, he buries himself. Okay. Because if it really means that much to you, that John Cena is a bitch and that he doesn't deserve the championship, why wouldn't you just go after John Cena? Why wouldn't you just take the championship from him since he's such a bitch? Oh, you want to fight the tough dog and the top dog in the company? Why don't you just take the John Cena's title and then take Jacob Fatu's title? This doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you want the top prize in the company? These things have to be explained, but they're not, okay? Whatever. LA Knight and Drew McIntyre, they end up getting a match set up because they start talking shit to each other. Here comes Nick Aldis punk ass talking about, hey, I know what y'all trying to do. Let's go ahead and make this match official for tonight. Get your boots and all this stuff on, and let's move on. All right. Zelina Vega, she gets an interview with Byron Saxton. At this point, I figure, yeah, it's about that time. She's about to win the United States Championship and the Women's U.S. Championship, I should say. And yeah, this whole reign was just ass. Chelsea Green's reign was ass from top to bottom. She has like 6 defenses against Michin and like a defense against fucking, I don't even know, like fucking, and Zelina, like, I'll put down below who else Chelsea Green has defended against, because it's literally been nobody. She's defended against Michin. I think she may have defended it against BFAB at some point for some reason, but here comes Zelina, and Zelina it's just her time now, I guess, even though she's not over at all, not even a little bit. Nobody cares, but whatever. In Triple H's era, you put a title on somebody and that's how you get them over, apparently. All right, and we move the fuck on. We get an Andre the Giant Battle Royal recap from what happened last Saturday when Melo won, right? And the Miz, he's out there and he's really hyping up Melo, and I really like this. I like Miz in this role. Miz is like a legitimate mentor to somebody. One thing I didn't like is that the Miz gave Melo this big ass Andre the Giant chain. Now, I don't want to say racist. All I'm saying is a little distant, like you could be a little bit more tasteful than that. I don't want to say racist, right? I don't want to say that. I don't feel like that's accurate here. I just think that whoever wrote this segment was like, yeah, Melo, he would love to get a big ass chain with Andre the Giant on it. Like, this is a big ass chain we're talking about. It'd be one thing if it was like a little tennis necklace or some shit like that. No, this is a big ass Cuban link fucking chain with Andre the Giant's big ass face on it. This shit is crazy, right? But he got that. The Miz is like, hey man, you've inspired me, this, that, and the other. I want to go out there and I want to say something. I want to get something off my chest. Then that's what happens next. The Miz goes out, he cuts a promo. This promo then gets interrupted by who? None other than Alistair Black. All right, Alistair Black comes back. Nobody could possibly care. All right, he gets into the ring. Miz is like, who the hell do you think you are? Before he can get it all out, Aleister Black hits him with a spinning back kick and then sits in the ring crisscross applesauce. No promo, no reason why I'm here, no nothing. Let's just spin back kick Miz because Miz deserves to be, as a future WWE Hall of Famer, he deserves to be disrespected more by the likes of fucking Aleister Black. Like... And we move the fuck on. Aleister Black is back. I don't know why everybody's excited for Aleister Black or Rusev or any of these motherfuckers to be coming back. Triple H doesn't even know how to book the people that he has right now. Why the fuck would things be different when these motherfuckers come back? It's just ridiculous. But whatever, we move on. Bianca Belair has an interview. She puts over everybody in the match, says, I'm proud of what we did this weekend. And I guess she has like a broken hand or a broken pinky or some shit like that. I wasn't really paying attention to the segment. Like I said, I am doing shit in the hospital. So, but yeah, that's basically that segment. And then we move on to one of the weirder segments of the night. Okay, fucking Nia Jax comes out of nowhere while Naomi's walking down the hallway. Nia Jax is like, a whatever kind of revenge thing that you have going on with Jade, that's fine, but when it comes to Tiffany, like this match, like that's all my business, so stay out of my way, right? And then Naomi just says, as long as you proceed with caution, and then just walks off. And Nia's like, oh, well, that's rude. Like, what was this? Both of them came out there with different goals, different agendas. And so why did this whole segment have to happen? This was just ridiculous. But anyways, we get LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre up next. Now, this match, once again, was way too damn long, okay? This match was like 15 to 20 minutes, all right? And it wouldn't be bad if this match was 20 minutes and all that shit, right? It wouldn't be bad if it had a definitive ending. But just like earlier tonight, when it came to Tiffany and Jade Cargill, right? Somebody comes out and fucks it up. Here comes Solo. He spikes LA Knight. And then since the referee didn't see that, didn't see the spike go down, here comes Damian Priest, right? Damian Priest pulls fucking Drew McIntyre out of the ring, starts putting the beats on him, hits him with the South of Heaven all right through the table, all right? And this is cool, right? But what we see happening here is there's going to be a lot, and I mean a lot, of rematches at Backlash, all right? Like a ton of rematches. There's going to be Tiffany versus fucking Nia Jax, Jade Cargill versus Naomi. We're going to get LA Knight versus either Solo Sikoa or Jacob Fatu, right? If they made it interested, they would actually put Solo with Jacob and LA Knight in there, right? Even though LA Knight doesn't need to be in that match, he needs to be going for the World Championship. At least that would make it some kind of interesting. But yeah, Priest goes ahead. He beats down Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and LA Knight. They're like arguing. LA Knight's like, hey man, you cost me my title. You cost me a chance at getting my title back. Jacob Fatu jumps out the ring and fucking suicide dives onto both of them. All right, then starts putting the beats on both of them in the middle of the ring, and there was that. We get a recap from the whole, I forget what happened on Monday night. I think it was just, I forget what they were recapping from Monday night. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you, man. My head's all screwed up right now. But we got Cena. He's backstage walking somewhere. Here comes up R-Truth. R-Truth is like, hey, man, I agree with everything you're talking about. If you ever need anybody to talk to, basically, I'm here, right? Then Cena walks away, Jimmy Uso comes up and he's like, man, when did John Cena become so lame? And fucking R-Truth is like, man, there's two sides to every story, man. All right? And when I grow up, I want to be just like John Cena. Jimmy's like, bro, but you're already grown. But at that point, Truth is already gone. So it is what it is. Then we get the longest, most drawn out, damn near boring as fuck. Like, this match was boring as fuck. And it's not because of the action. Obviously, there was some good action in this match. But it's everything that happens in between, man. Just so much waiting around, so much spot picking, so much, like, you could just tell that people are setting up their spots, and it's just like, if we're gonna have a good TLC match, it has to be from the heart. All right, maybe put 2 or 3 really big spots in there that everybody's going to be looking for. But besides that, come out there and give us a match from the heart. None of these matches feel like they're from the heart anymore. And that's what really sucked about this TLC match for me, is that it felt like they were doing too much to try to make it an epic match. And in doing that, it all just looked choreographed, right? It all just looked fucking, it just looked fake, right? And obviously, we're watching a fake sport here. So it's not like I'm expecting fucking, UFC in this sumbitch. But what I am expecting is at least give us, like, these people, they don't give us matches from the heart. Back in the day, the heel used to lead they used to lead the match, and they would just, they'd have 2-3 big spots that they would be looking for, and then from there, they would have a good match, right? An actual good match, because they were actually going off the dome, right? Freestyling a match out there. None of these people freestyle anymore. And you could just tell in this match, all right? There were some decent spots, right? Like Montez Ford jumping over the fucking turnbuckle, right? Jumping over the turnbuckle to fucking front flip on everybody, hit a moonsault on everybody. Somersault. Hit a somersault on everybody. Also him hitting a somersault out of the ring onto Tommaso Ciampa. That shit was fucking crazy. Angelo Dawkins, I forget which of DIY he speared. I think it was Johnny Gargano. He speared fucking Johnny Gargano off of the ladder. I think it was Tommaso Ciampa who hit like a white noise on on Montez Ford through a setup table. That shit was fucking crazy, right? There was a lot of good spots, or like fun spots, but like I said, all of them just way too rehearsed. You know what I mean? It's like everybody was just looking forward to getting to these spots, and then in between there was like a lot of dead action. That's the problem with this match. This match did not come from the heart. This match was fully choreographed, and I hated it. I hated how much you could tell how choreographed it was. But that was tonight's show. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. I am not excited for this backlash coming up. Not even at all. Not even in the slightest. Because I can already see it's just going to be a bunch of rematches of matches that I don't care about, okay? That I just could not give 2 shits of a fuck about. The only thing interesting going on that card is John Cena versus Randy Orton. But even that is a motherfucking rematch. A rematch that we've seen 20 different times, 20, 25, 30 different times. We've seen John Cena and Randy Orton in the ring. They are lifelong rivals. So it seems like all we're getting this backlash is going to be rematches. All right. So let me know what y'all think down below in the comments of the show. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you hate it? Did you not hate it? Did you love it? All right. Whatever you're going to do, damn it, you're going to respect it. This is your boy, Nate the Great, back with another video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.